Hello, my name is Donald Gould. I'm going to be your instructor for ART100 Basic Graphic Design. I will actually be your instructor for the first 8 weeks of this course, and then Min Choi will be your instructor for the second 8 weeks of this course. So you will have two instructors. In the beginning, for the first 8 weeks, you can contact me for any questions that you might have. I'll be your point of contact. And then for the second 8 weeks, we'll hand it off to Min, and she will be your point of contact. Both of our emails and office information can be found on the syllabus here within Canvas. And I just wanted to walk you guys through a little bit, give you a quick orientation of Canvas. I went through this in class as well, but if you missed it or if you wanted to review again, I just wanted to give you a quick setup here. So essentially, this is going to be your homepage. I am in the student view right now, so this is what you should be seeing. And this is what you're watching here is the orientation video. You can find the syllabus here by clicking this link here on the homepage as well. And then you can also find the link to the graphic design, City College graphic design website, which has information on the different courses and degrees that are offered, previous student work, schedule information, and events that are happening around Canvas and related to graphic design, AIGA events, etc. So this is a great place to get a little bit more acquainted with the graphic design program here at City College and find out a little bit more. So going back to the course here, there's also the open lab hours, which is available for you to use at City College. Here's the fall 2019 hours. So you can go in and use the facility there during these hours at any time, and the programs are available for you, as well as assistance both by Eugene and Norm, who can be contacted by the phone numbers and emails here as well. There's also Canvas support links down here, as well as the orientation and tutorials specific to Canvas. So if you need some help, for example, I was actually thinking of this one. If you need some help uploading a discussion or navigating to a specific course or updating your email address, updating an assignment, there's a lot of information that can be found here specific to Canvas. So that's a great place to get a little bit more acquainted with this platform as well. The last thing I wanted to bring up for you, since Min Choi is in charge of the AIGA program here at City College, is AIGA San Diego, which again, Min Choi is she'll be speaking about this a little bit more the first day of class here, and we'll be encouraging you along the way to join this group and be involved with some of the events that are going on both at the school and outside of the school as well. So definitely worth checking this out here a little bit further, and Min can give you additional information on that as well, but I wanted to bring this up. So that was basically the homepage here where you can kind of get started here within the course. And what you'll see over here to the left is the additional tabs that has information regarding this course. We have the announcements, syllabus, modules, assignments, discussions, quizzes, grades, the library, and the Confer Zoom. So if we go over here to announcements, there's nothing up just yet, but as the course goes through, these will start to roll out. And these are really helpful in this specific course. You'll get at least 3 announcements a week, one on Monday, one on Wednesday, and then one on Friday before signing off. And at the bottom of these announcements is a task list that goes over everything that is expected of you for that specific week. So that's a great place to reference if you're wondering exactly what the reading was or what's expected when the project is due. You can always go back to these announcements, and at the bottom is that task list, which is really helpful. Below that is the syllabus here. You can, I won't go through this right now, but you guys can download this syllabus and look at it a little bit closer. Again, this gives information on the office hours, both Min and mine's email addresses, which is the best way to contact us, And then just learning outcomes, objectives, expectations, the textbook, which the textbooks, excuse me, which you will be expected to get, as well as the course materials and equipment. So I won't go over all this, but what I did want to point out here is the grading breakdown, which is important, and the important dates, and the schedule and task list, which again is a great place to reference what is going to be due. So this is basically mirrored what's going to be found on the announcements each week. So week 1, for example, you're watching the orientation video now. You're going to take the syllabus quiz. You need to post the introduction and discussion, to the discussion, and comment on 2 of your peers within that discussion as well. You also need to follow along with the Visual Principles Part 1 learning module, which the lecture we will have in class. So essentially within this ART100 class, this is an online class as well as an on-campus class, right? So this is, so some of these things, watching the lecture, you don't necessarily have to watch the lecture if you're there in class and you're present for the lecture. So that's kind of overlap, but that's kind of how this specific course works. Reading the reading for the specific week, the first half of sketches for the first projects, and then commenting and beginning to study for the vocabulary list as well. So this is sort of the task list here for the first week and what is expected of you. And it goes week by week, breaking down exactly what we're doing throughout this entire course. So this, again, can be found at the end of the syllabus here and is a great place to reference as we go through this entire course, the schedule. So moving back over here to Canvas, I'm going to click into modules. So within the modules here is where you're going to find information for the vocabulary list, for example, as well as basic software tutorials, saving out PDFs from Illustrator, how to combine PDFs, which are all going to be very important. So these are really helpful as you get a little bit further along in the course. Go back here. And then the learning modules as well. So again, as we get started in the course, we'll be looking at the first Visual Principles Part 1. And within the learning module here, you'll find the assignment sheet for this specific assignment. You'll also find the rule sheet, which this assignment has attached to it, as well as the template software files for this assignment and previous examples. And then this is the PDF of the lecture and the video of the lecture, which we will be covering in class as well. This is explanation of the rules a little bit further and the video software here as well. So all of the information that you need to complete this project, to find out information about it, to get all the software tutorials, and to download the template sheet can all be found under modules and then the specific projects that we're working on, right? So as you go through these projects, these are going to be what you're going to reference for these particular assignments. Let's see, back into modules here. Okay, let's go down into assignments. So the modules are where you will find the information for those particular assignments, and assignments is going to be where you're going to turn them in. So for example, the first assignment is also a discussion. So you can either view these as the assignments coming in by their due date. So for example, August 25th, the class introduction is due. Even though that's a discussion, it's going to give it to you showing sorted by the due date. You can also show it by the type over here if you wanted to do it that way, and it breaks it down by due date as well. So if you wanted to look at the quizzes, at the specific assignments that are due, the specific discussions, you could look at it this way as well. So it just kind of depends on what you would like to do. But just to kind of, again, clarify this. So the modules are going to be where you find all the information for Visual Principles Part 1, right? And then within assignments here, this is going to be where you actually submit the assignment for this particular piece. So it's actually locked. It's not available yet. But once September 19th rolls around, this will open up and you'll be able to submit here. So all the information is found in the modules. The actual assignments are turned in within the assignments. And then the discussions are going to be where you can find the particular discussions for this course as well. So the class introductions, the visual principles, so on and so forth. Whoops. So those are going to be the three essential parts that you're going to be using constantly throughout this course: is the modules, the assignments, and the discussions. You're also going to have 2 quizzes in this course. You're going to have your syllabus quiz, which is due by August 30th, and then your vocabulary quiz, which is due by September 15th. I need to correct the date on this one here. So that is where you will find those as well. You can click into those and take the quiz once it becomes available to you. Then you can also find your grades down here. This gives you the score out of the total possible points for each assignment and discussion that we will have in this particular class, as well as the SDCC library reference, where you can get information and reference the full library catalog and other library catalogs for books and ebooks as well. And in the conference Zoom, which gives us the ability to conference one another online. So hopefully this gives you a little bit more information on how this course is set up and how you can use Canvas to access all the different modules, assignments, discussions, and quizzes, and view your grades as we go along here as well. Please let me know if you have any questions. You can find my email on the syllabus, as well as Min's email there as well, and we're here to help you out, so don't hesitate to reach out. I look forward to getting to know all of you a little bit more, and I will see you on campus. Thanks.